Hello and welcome to another anime lore and theory video. I'm Shagok, your host, and today we are going to take a closer look at what Renner thought about humans, given that she was actually one of them for most of her life. But before we are going to take a closer look at any of this, let me quickly thank my Patreons for supporting this channel, as well as a thanks to all users of the YouTube thanks function for making one-time donations. And with that said, let's get to the topic at hand. From my personal perspective, Renner Chardellon Real Vaislev and her life story could really easily be an incredibly brilliant and intense light novel or anime series all on its own. Sure, it wouldn't be as long as Overlord Mushoku Tensei or Konosuba, but it would be very intense. A princess who was done with life because nobody could connect with her, and she couldn't connect with any other humans because no one could understand her complex thoughts, found in her dog someone who loved her, and whom she could love in return. And in the end she escapes the chains of her society to start a new life in another country with her true love, Climb. Already better than Rent a Girlfriend. Of course, what gives the whole thing a slightly bitter aftertaste is the fact that Renner's bodyguard Climb and her great love, the dog, are the same person. Renner views this man as her dog, whom she wants to bind to herself. Like, literally. Meanwhile, Climb doesn't realize all of that he's been lied to and deceived from the very start. Not in the cheating sense, again, this isn't Rent a Girlfriend, but in the sense that the kind golden princess is one of Renner's many masks, used to deceive Climb and everyone at court. Inside, she was, right from the very beginning, something that Albedo quite fittingly called a heteromorph in spirit, someone who couldn't identify with humanity, even her own humanity at all, and who coldly and rationally followed her own interests, regardless of what people thought. Or to borrow a quote from Tywin Lannister, "A lion doesn't concern himself with the opinion of the sheep." Which brings us to today's topic. What did Renner actually think about the people of Rhea's ties, if she thought something about them at all? Now, we don't know much about her childhood, only that she suffered from basically anxiety-induced bulimia. But we also know that the likely cause was again her deep loneliness, that she couldn't communicate with the people around her on equal footing, something that Marcus Raven also remarked. That she didn't understand how the other people thought, or why they couldn't keep up with her. And that lack of human connection had a profound effect on her mental health. And the one thing that alleviated this pain was Climb. Not because she saw him as her intellectual equal, but because she saw him as a loyal dog, someone that she could love and that would love back unconditionally in return. As long as food, shelter and a nice image are provided. And already, this was the only human bond Renner has demonstrably cared about, because everybody else, even her own father, which she had slain with her own hands, was just a bargaining chip. Renner had a very detached relationship with humanity at whole. She knew she was a biological human, but she also saw her on a mental and spiritual level not on par with humans. And the distance that used to torment her as a child now became like a strategic top-down view in a grand strategy game. Detached from emotional ties to humanity, Renner could view the world from above and see the bigger picture and her position in it. And that was the mindset she had during her final betrayal, when Renner, the golden princess of Rhea's ties, helped develop the invasion plans for her own country in cooperation with the invading Sorcerer Kingdom. She even gave us a glimpse into her thoughts later, when she finally was transformed into a demon, into an imp, and already gained immortality for herself. Renner truly reflected on what she had done, condemning millions of people to death through her betrayal. And she felt no anger, no grief, no sympathy, no disgust, and no guilt, neither towards herself, towards what she had done, towards other people, towards the orphanage she, for example, had poisoned, intentionally, just to be impure enough to become an imp in the first place. Not to her own father she had slain, in cold blood, to become a demon, not to Clive that she had betrayed, not to humanity at large. The only thing Renner felt was pure gratitude. The sacrifice of millions had made it possible for her to be with her true love, Clive, and to gain immortality in the Great Tomb of Nazarick, possibly the single safest realm in the entirety of the New World. And again, Renner didn't want to hurt those people, nor did she want revenge for her childhood, or for her father's dynastic marriage politics that she basically had to fulfill and that stood in her way of true love. There was no hatred, no cruelty in her actions. Renner simply saw people as strategic resources, her own position and her own kingdom as a strategic resource that she could exchange for what she truly wanted. It's like burning driftwood at a freezing beach in order to keep oneself warm. She didn't hate the people that she doomed. She just used them pragmatically. And if there had been an easier way to gain immortality and her happy ending, she would have taken it. But she had no qualms doing it this way. Okay, and with that said, now it's your turn. What's your opinion on Renner, her betrayal and the video? Let me know down in the comment section. And while you're typing, I say thank you very much for watching, and special thanks to all of my Patreons for supporting this channel. And as usual, I also say my special thanks to Other Daddy Other, ASK, Bad Guy Ye, Bad Burrito 316, Beezer, Ben C, Brandon S, Brandon D, Chrissy, Crowley 0221, Sia, Crystal Prime, Dead Slime, Death is Mercy, Deathless Dragonlord, Demon Xenomorph 1987, Devin Downen, Ding Dong, Din Pep, Dragonlord Placido Saxophone, Duckwagon, Dunkler Krieger, Dystopia, Dystopia II, Enigmatic Unicorn, Feral Shivan, Guy with That Head, Hector Marino, Hoss, Huster, Jacob G, Jana B, Jason, J. Morris, Chromius, Kyle R, Lee K. Long, Legendarius, Le Louche Britannia with a Mustache, Lexus Fox, Lord Nishikian Rai, Lord Touch Me, Lofrazer, Merowek, Mr. Shoes, Mr. Tweaker, Michael R, Michael Y, Nope, Oh Hell No, Normal Toad, Oh Kill, Overlord General Gasper, Paddy Pentum, Personage, Ruru, Primus 11, Rhinomere, Q&A Caracos P, Shergox's Daddy, Shadow Lightning Wolf, Shrine Keeper, Sir Axolotl, Super Tier Magic Batista Bomb, Supreme Cheese, Staris, Ted, Texas Deer, The Orc War Boss, Rocket Smasher, T.E. Wang, Vash Hawkeye, Vegito27, Venture Fanatic, Wilhelm, Xenokai, and Sonagon. Thanks guys. Anyway, have a nice day, and I hope to see you all again soon on my next video.